10 million people who have now fled their homes in Ukraine is 11-year-old Hasan, who left the country on his own with just a plastic bag, a passport, and his mum's telephone number written on his hand.
Extraordinary journey. His mum, Jullia, stayed in Ukraine to look after her sick mother. She thought it would be safe for him to stay with her. But then she changed her mind. Things got very sticky and she decided to send her youngest son more than 700 miles alone, because his older siblings had gone ahead of him, from his home to Lviv and then into Slovakia. That was a solo journey for an 11-year-old boy of 4 very long days.
Now, Hasan and his mum have finally been reunited. And we can join Hasan, his mum Jullia, and his siblings Mohammed and Luna and Kinana. They are all there in safety in Bratislava. Oh, well, it's absolutely lovely to see you.
Bless you. Bless you. Gesundheit.
Well, let's say hi again. I know, Hasan, you've been on the programme before, but Jullia, it is wonderful to see you, and it must be very special to be reunited. What made you send your son across Europe by himself with your phone number written on the back of his hand?
Russian army shelled nuclear power plant near my city. There was fire. I afraid of Hasan's life.
You must have felt incredibly worried when you put him on the train all by himself.
Ты, наверное, была очень сильно обеспокоена, когда посадила его в поезд тогда.
Yes. I was very nervous.
And
My
what
mom
about...
was very nervous because...
Yes?
Go ahead,
because
Luna.
Hasan is the youngest in the family, and she have never sent him to some places, especially by himself. And so it was very difficult for her.
Luna, you and your other siblings, you'd gone ahead a few days earlier. Were you aware that Hasan was following you and on his own? Did you know that that was happening?
I was calling my mother, and when she said that the situation in our city became worse, she said that she sent Hasan by train. And we tried to call Hasan, Thomas, but Hasan, his telephone is drains very fast, so he tried to economize the energy, and I was not always able to call him. So I was waiting about his call to Zach, because Mama said that she wrote his number on Hasan's hand.
Yes.
Yeah, and so when Zach tell us that at the night the police called him and said that Hasan is almost here, it was very, very relaxed for us.
For me, it will be more scary because when my brother sit to the train, he called me for maybe a minute or two, and his voice was very trembling, and he was like scary, and he say that he come to us. And he don't know does he come or no, and I just say him it will be okay, and he say okay, my telephone is very little charge, and he can talk, and I all this day like was in the pain, the heart.
Luna, can you ask Hasan for us? Can you ask Hasan, in those 4 days that he was all on his own on the train, did he ever really wonder if he was going to make it? Did he ever really doubt that he was actually going to get there safely?
Верил ли он, в смысле?
Нет,
Когда ты был в поезде... Ты задавался вопросом, сможешь ли ты вообще добраться до границы, получится ли у тебя?
Я не задавался, я был уверен, что я доберусь.
He wasn't wondered. He was confident that he will do it great. Oh.
And that's the confidence of children, isn't it? But Luna, I wonder if you can ask the same question to Mum, because 4 days with your 11-year-old in the middle of a war, trying to get to safety by themselves. What was that experience like for you, Jullia?
Уверена, что Хасан приедет.
К тебе. Ты вообще была уверена, что Хасан доберется до границы?
Yes, of course. Я не отправила бы ребенка, если бы я не была уверена, что он доедет. Я верила в то, что он доедет и что люди ему помогут. У нас наш великий народ.
Mama said that she wouldn't send his child to the board if she wouldn't be confident that he will be able to do this, because she was belief in our народ, как будет?
People,
in our people and Ukrainian people and the people in the whole world, because people have a very big heart. Every volunteer is very kind, and so mother wasn't afraid.
I think that at the start she will be a bit like not very confident, but we like the first when we call and say that Ukrainian volunteer in Slovakian was to kindness. Really a big respect for you. Thanks for all, because you like eat us or don't eat us. You give a food for us and help like with a humanitarian. Really very thanks to you.
Luna and Muhammad, you can both answer this for the family. We're watching you in the most extraordinary situation now. And 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, you had a totally normal life. You were going about your business, you were seeing your friends, you were going out for a coffee, you were leading a completely ordinary life. And now look at you. You're refugees. You're in a foreign country. You've been driven from your homes by war. In 2022, in Europe, a war has happened. You must find it rather hard to believe what's happened to you. Luna?
То есть, что с нами произошло, почему мы отправились?
Да, наверное, как я понял, типа мы как что-то изменилось и из-за чего это. Я не сильно всегда.
Like how is changed our life, or of course, I'm very upset that I can't right now message my friends, because not always they have an internet, for example, or even if I want to go walk, I can't message them, and it's very sad to me, because I should start everything from zero. I should find new friends. I should learn the language, and it's too difficult for me, because I want to have a place where I will be always like my home, not always moving somewhere. And so, of course, it's a change very
Suddenly.
quickly.
Suddenly.
Very quickly, yes. It's the problem.
I was too upset at the start because to reason I live, how you say, my friends and all my other relatives in Ukraine, and come to Slovakia. And the start, it was like very uncomfortable because it's very different people. But now all my friends call me and say that in our country, like, situation is better because our warrior is very good and brave. And in Slovakia is very good country, and people very like kindness and always help you. They helped Ukrainian people, and I'm very thanks for that.
And
well, our thanks to all of you.
I think I'm confident that I will return to Ukraine, because I'm very proud that I'm Ukrainian people, and I very like my country. So it's not such a big problem for me, because I know that it's that I always able to choose some way.
I wonder if we leave the last word to Hasan, because there you are, 11 years old. You made this remarkable journey, buoyed along, as we've heard, hope and optimism and compassion. Hasan, what message would you like us to hear?
Thanks for all people who helped me, but there is a lot of Ukrainian people still in danger. Please save Ukraine. Close the sky.
He's asking for a no-fly zone over his country, and you've learnt that off by heart. I know you've been practising and practising that few sentences, Hasan, and you spoke them perfectly. Tell him he spoke really, really well. Luna, we're very proud of him.
Thank you to all of you and all the very best. And thank goodness, Jullia, that you and your youngest son are back together and reunited with your whole family. It's good to see you this morning. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.